I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counts.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, fourth-year quarterback Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans go head-to-head against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and partner, our long national nightmare is over. After 6 months away, we're back to playing football.
And this is way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun. Watch the veterans. They'll play a little bit. We know that. But the big thing, this new crop of rookies and young guys, they get their chance to take the field and earn their spot.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Trevor Davis now to return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. It'll be Aaron Rodgers under center, who was drafted by the Packers back in 2005 in the first round, now in his 14th year with Green Bay.
And a case can be made that Aaron Rodgers is changing the way you play quarterback in the NFL. Instead of just precision and timing, he's able to take a play and extend it even when it doesn't need to be and go for the bigger play downfield rather than short, easy, effective throw.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Wiggles free. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now it's Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is third and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a big 32-yard play on third.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Rodgers going to throw. Gets it over the middle of the column. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, wants to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He's got his target. It's Cobb. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Rodgers to Allison. Good for a Green Bay first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Rodgers now on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Dion Lewis, the 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, 85 yards. And the Titans have taken a 1st quarter lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole, and off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kaiser now from the 50. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. A first down throw for Kaiser. From the left side, complete. It's Lewis. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The first carry now for the BYU man, it's Jamal Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw, Kaiser. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Well, they don't have any points on the scoreboard. Went for the fake. Maybe they feel like that'll jumpstart them a little bit.
You kind of get the sense that they thought they could come back to the field goal again if they don't create something out of this. But they pick up the 1st down. Maybe they can get 6. At worst case, they line up for another field goal and kick it the next time and get the 3 that they just turned down there for good reason.
Kaiser now. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
He's going to get it running right. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Kaiser. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Jones on the return. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. And he will find the open man as Jamal Moore. That one goes for 36 yards. First down, Kaiser. Broken tackle. A battle for here, and this will be caught. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Kaiser now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Kaiser. And it's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal. Expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go with Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 2. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The first carry for the former Hawkeye, Edward Wadley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Gabbert. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A 2nd down throw for Gabbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Final play of the half. Gabbert. Throw right side complete to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It is back to football for 22 teams here on this Thursday night, minus the Ravens and Bears who played last week. And we want to remind you that coming up on the first Sunday of the NFL season, we'll begin taking a look around the NFL at halftime with stats and scores from games in progress. In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still a half to go as we get you back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Play fake. Gabbard. From right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Wadley on the ground, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Tackle made by Montravius Adams.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll try to throw here. Gabbard steps away. And some space here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Didn't get the push they needed. Gabbert to throw it. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Kaiser. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride is kicked in. Made a terrific play.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They run. It's Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well. So
operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran tight end, Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary.
Oh, no, he lost the football. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, whatever the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. He'll return it from the 6. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Kaiser on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Kaiser to throw it. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. LaShawn Sims right there in coverage, and he knocks it away.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the 1st, but instead it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Kaiser. Time for a break. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
4 down. Alert.
He's back to throw. Fighting through pressure. He may try and run for this. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll go on the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.